whatever she wants to share with us about that. It's all yours, Megan.
Okay. Well, your number one thing with vendor shows, you're not there necessarily to sell. You want to make contacts. What I do is either have a game that I can focus being interactive with people walking by my stand, my booth. So your number one thing is you want to make contacts. If you have cash and carry, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I just set up a display. I do a raffle of some sort, and you can sell raffle tickets, like $1 a ticket or something. And if you can say there's a winner in every prize. And what I do is if they give me their email address or a physical address, I'll mail them a coupon for that catalog season with $5 off an order, maybe a $35 or more, or $10 off their order if they host a party. So they still win something, so you don't have to worry about having your raffle or gambling license. But your number one thing is you want to make contacts. So meet people, get information, get your name out there that you are a 31 consultant. That should be your main goal for a vendor event. And then that way, if you're focusing on your contacts and not your cash and carry or what you have to sell to get rid of, then you can focus on a game. You can focus on getting them in more instead of having them walk by because you're busy with somebody else. That's pretty much all I really have. That's like the basic thing. And after that, what I do is either indoor or outdoor vendor events, I have a 10 by 10 pop-up. So indoor, when you have your pop-up, if they permit it, it's easier to say, hey, I'm under the tent, or hey, follow the lights, or if it's easier to be found. And sometimes people are more intrigued to come into it if you stand out a little more. I usually only have like 2 tables. I use big square tote if I do have cash and carry. I've gotten my props from, oh my goodness, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. You can use a coat rack to hang stuff up. Just get creative. I've used clothes hangers and stuff. Just wooden ones, not my plastic ones, but my wooden ones to look a little nicer. But they're really fun. Like I said, it's more so making contacts than anything. But that's it. It's really fun. You can have things as prizes, like kids come by, give them lollipops. That draws parents in. It does. You give their kid a lollipop, they have to come in and takes the kid in. You can do wrapped candies. You don't have to hand out anything real big and carry tons of mini catalogs because it is cheaper to give that out than a full size. Just make sure your information's on it. Have tons of business catalogs. My door prize sheets I get, they were in business supplies before, but I think they're in Vistaprint, aren't they now?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I actually print my own. I found one that I like better. So
they give me a symbol as their name, their address, if they would like to host a party, if they're interested, or say no. You can have a box on there saying, no, I just want free stuff. Don't bug me. And literally, like, make it fun, because when they go to fill it out, they want to remember you. And if they seriously just want in for the free prize, all you need is a name and phone number so they can contact you. And some people are like that, and that's just take what you get.
Mm-hmm. Now, one tip I have for the door prize. Hi, Carrie. We're talking about vendor events, in case you're wondering what we're talking about.
Okay, cool.
With my door prize drawing, I actually don't have it open to everybody anymore because I was finding that people would just come and enter because they wanted to win. And when I followed up with them, I may have had 65 people to follow up with, which I was like, oh, yeah, I have 65 new contacts. But I found that when I called them, they had no interest in 31, most of them. They just wanted to win a free basket or something. And so now what I do, because that wasted a lot of my time following up with leads that had no interest. And so now what I do is I have a drawing, but I don't display it out front. I just have it like in the back with me, and I don't put a door prize slip out front. I have that in the back with me as well. And then as I make a connection with somebody, so for example, last year at the Shippensburg Fair, I worked the stand for a day, and I had like a couple people come up, but one of the ladies in particular, she wanted a large utility tote in the First Mate anchor pattern. And so she's like, but I can't buy it today. I want to get it, later on this summer. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm just too busy, whatever. And so I had her fill out a door prize slip, and I put on that door prize slip what I was connecting with her about. And so I wrote on there, she wants a LUT in the first meet pattern. That way, whenever I go back through to like follow up with my contact, I have an idea of what I talked to them about. And then, so then all those people that I talked to, like on a one-on-one basis, personal basis, I put them into my drawing. And so then I pull a name from somebody that I actually connected with that was interested in purchasing something in the future. Maybe they wanted me to let them know when Stand Tall inserts go on special again, or if they wanted to book a party in the future. And so I only had like 6 or 7 leads, but they were all leads that were warm leads. You know what I mean? And then I wasn't wasting time.
Did you tell them that you were going to enter them into a prize then after you had that connection?
I did. I said, here, I'm going to fill out this form, put your information on it, and I'll do a door prize drawing from everybody that I connect with at this event. And then I got them to write down their name, their telephone number, their email address. And then I asked them, you want to be my monthly newsletter that my company sends out? And they're like, oh, yeah, join me or add me. And so then I would go home and put their information in.
Okay.
So that's what, I would tell them I'm going to do a door prize drawing. It just saved me time. I felt like I wasn't wasting so much time following up with people that had no interest. And then I had specific ideas of what I was going to connect with them about later, which was helpful. But I have to echo what Megan said. It's all about the contacts. It's a great way to get out of your circle. I had a party, the lady from the vendor event that you and I did, Hillary, down at that women's conference. I had a contact for a Facebook party, and she was from West Virginia, so we did a Facebook party. And then I got a bunch of new customers that way that I never would have met had it not been for meeting her. Now I know Anna has had success with people coming, like they purchase cash and carry at her events, and then they'll come back to her later. And like one lady just called her and said she wanted to book a party with her. And Eva actually just had one too. When she got home from our meeting on Saturday, she texted me. She's like, I just had a lady that bought a purse for me last year at an event. She called while I was at the meeting today, and she wants to do a book party. So if they're on your email list, they'll keep getting your information every month. What questions do you guys have about vendor events? Those of you that are scared to do them.
I think the main thing for me is how to even start a conversation. Like, what are the things that you say to start the conversation? Like, do you just say, have you ever seen 31? Like, what do you even start out to say?
What do you say, Megan?
I usually don't have to say too much. My booth usually draws them in firsthand. Because what I do is I put a chalkboard out front, and I can tell them they can order today and have it shipped straight to their house. That way they don't have to carry it all day. Or like, I might say, are you lugging around too much today? Or, hands-free shopping type thing. Sometimes if I notice a mom with a bunch of kids, I'm like, hey, I have a diaper bag. It works amazingly. Or I notice, hey, I like that purse. It's such nice functional purse, and it's a 31 purse usually. I notice or something. I'm like, hey, that's a pretty old print we had. Would you like to see some new prints that we got in? Something that might go with your purse.
My initial one, if they're just walking by, I'll have a mini catalog, like Megan said, and I'll just say, have you ever heard of 31? Or do you have any 31 products? And they're like, oh, yes, I have this. And they'll rattle off what they have and what they use it for. And then sometimes, like especially the last one that I did, I had the Miles of Style purse with the Benjamin's wallet and the Cobalt sitting on top of like a crate. And that drew in so many ladies. They're like, that is gorgeous. And so then they're like, is that really 31? Because they heard of 31, but they never knew that we had the jewel line. And so then I told them, yeah, this is the Hobo, or not the Hobo. This is the Miles of Style purse. This is the Benjamin's wallet. And I told them, open it up, look inside, try it on if you want. And so just like getting them to be interested in your product. But usually I would just start out with saying, do you have any 31 products currently? Have you ever heard of us before? And there's actually some people that are like, no, I've never heard of 31. I'm like, well, you need to check us out.
Well, I just ordered the Starfish utility tote and then the teal cafe crossbody. So hopefully that draws in a lot of people, especially that Starfish. I think would definitely.
Oh yeah,
I think
the
the crossbody was
really pretty in person. The Starfish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the
Another
cafe
tip-
crossbody, I think, is going to draw in a lot of people too.
Yeah, the color itself is gorgeous.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Another thing for vendor events, don't take a chair. Do not sit down. If you need to sit, use a high stool. So like you can just lean on it. Do not sit, because once you sit, no one's coming in. It's not inviting. It's like, oh, well, you just have a stand and you're just going to sit there.
Yeah, that's
Try not
true.
to work on your 31 business as far as orders and things like that. Like if you're sitting with your iPad or computer, you want to be engaging. You want to be welcoming in. Just don't sit, stand the whole time, depending how long it is, or say like take a high stool and just kind of like lean on it. Anyway.
I was going to say, don't be on your phone unless absolutely necessary. Because I've walked by so many vendor stands and they're like looking down. They have no clue I just walked by.
Yeah.
What's the event that you're doing the show at?
It's gonna be at a daycare. I guess it's really big. They don't ask for. I guess they just have like an open house at their daycare. It's a big one in Mount Holly. I have a couple of friends doing their direct sales there, and it's nice because they only ask for you to give one product as like your payment, and then they will auction it off and use that with the daycare.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Make sure you put a full catalog with it and your business card.
Okay.
And your flyer.
Okay.
So that way whoever gets it will have your information.
Okay.
And do you know what you're giving away yet, Brenda?
I'm giving away the pink Tons of Fun.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, I figured that would be perfect for spring.
Yeah. So sometimes if they don't have a requirement, like for my giveaway, I do something small with a gift certificate. Because
Okay.
that way, that hopefully gains you a new customer.
Yeah.
And then if you do a gift certificate, most likely they're going to spend more than the gift certificate. And so you're going to get some PV off of that door prize, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then if they never
Yeah.
use it, like I always put an expiration date on it. Like I was asked to give a donation to a benefit auction for a Shippensburg school. And so I gave them a wine bag that I had left over from the fall. And I put in a $10 gift certificate, but it expires at the end of May. That way, if they don't use it, I'm not out any money. And they can't, like, keep it open for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I would put an expiration date on the bottom. And that's just, like, whatever you do. And then whenever they want to redeem it, I just had a picture of their certificate and send it to me so I can know what I had wrote on it.
Okay.
And for your gift certificates, if you want to make one up yourself and not order it right away, or I know what Renee does sometimes, she'll order them, and that way, like in May, she'll just use them herself if they don't use them.
I actually don't even order them.
No?
I don't. I just take $10 off their order. Or if they are ready to use it and they're going to do a retail order, I'll just go in and order one right then, and I'll send them the code. But let me see if I have one.
Because mine, I just print off and just say contact me to get a discount.
I do the same way, that they have to, I don't actually get a gift certificate for them, because then, like, if they don't use it, I'm out that money. So
Yeah.
I just make one up on the computer that looks nice and says it's a gift certificate, but it's really just like a coupon that I'm going to take that amount on.
Yeah.
And then Brenda, too, when you have your stand, you can say, go check out my item at the auction. If you have another Tons of Fun, you can have it on display and say, hey, if you like this, it's going to be in the auction, blah, blah, blah. And
Okay.
have like a focal point, just kind of draw them to the auction. Like, that way you're kind of supporting 2 ways, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Another thing for future events, if you ever have an event that costs $50 or more, you get a free pack of catalogs from Home Office or 2 packs of mini catalogs, and you can use those as your advertising. And so I usually opt for the minis because I'm going to get 80 of them versus 25 full-size catalogs. And then I have just handed them out to people, or I've made up little goodie bags. I'll get little cellophane bags from Dollar Tree, and I put in there the mini catalog and like a lollipop and a Smartie. And I put a little card in there that says, Be a smarty, book a party. I'm a sucker for a great hostess, and it kind of goes with the candy. And then you can even make up little like ones for kids that have mini catalogs, a coloring sheet, and 2 crayons and a piece of candy, and like hand it out to all the kids. And like even if their parents don't come stop by, it could be a way to lead into their home to reach their mom with your information. So if you ever have a vendor event where you're able to get, you know, the free ones, that's something you could do to get rid of 80 of them if it's not like a highly, you know, attended event. And then I don't hand out full-size catalogs unless someone is super interested in booking a party with me or, you know, something like that, joining my team, because I don't want to just be handing out catalogs for people to throw away. So I'll tell them, you know, I'll give you a full-size, if they ask for a full-size catalog, I only give them out to people that are interested in the party. Do you want to book a party with me? Have you ever done, Megan, those boards that they like can get prizes if they book a party with you?
Me, yes and no. I've had like small items like cash and carry. I've had get a key fob, maybe book a party, but I never give this stuff out until we have a party, because otherwise,
Right.
I've done it even. I've gotten through a Tupperware lady. She gave me this. I think it's an onion keeper or something, and then she never called me till the day after the party was supposed to happen. I'm like, okay, so I got an onion keeper for free, and I never had a party with her because it was just really bad contacts. But
Wow, that's awful.
no, but it was a lesson for me not to hand anything out unless like they're dead set. We have a date. I have their contacts, everything. But hey, I got a free onion keeper. Very sure that's I don't even use it. But Presley, I'm trying to think what else. I've done. What kind of games I do? You make a spin the wheel type thing.
Yeah, I think there was one that I saw somewhere. They had balloons blew up like on a board. It was like a poster board, I guess it was. And inside of the balloons was different, like a paper that has a product on it that the consultant was willing to give away. And then if they booked a party, they could pop a balloon and they got whatever was inside. They got that as their thank you gift at their party. Like Megan said, don't give it to them before they have their party. But I know that Anna, she did something at a vendor event one time, and she had a Benjamin's wallet that she was willing to give away that she got for free with her hostess special back when we got the hostess special for free. And she booked a party that way, and the lady got the Benjamin's wallet, and she was super, super stoked about it because she really wanted that wallet. So she had a party, and she got the wallet for free. But I forget exactly how Anna did that, like what she like advertised or whatever, like what game or booking tool. But if you can come up with some kind of creative way to get bookings, that's always fun.
And then to find out, anytime there's a vendor event, find out if they're handing out collective bags or something to each family or attendee. Sometimes you can add like a mini catalog, and you can't really add a 31 product, but if you get the card set, you can get one card and an envelope and everything, depending on how big their bags or whatever they're in. Sometimes they hand them out to all the kids. Sometimes it's just to, one per family. But not all vendor events do that either. Or you can say, come see me for a special prize or a special gift at my booth. Look for the canopy. Or look for the big pink flag or whatever. I've yet to find a big pink canopy. I have a tan.
Amazon. I don't know.
I'll have to Google it.
I did see them on Walmart's website back in the fall. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I forget how much it was. I was like, I can't spring for that. A blue one is cheaper.
Oh, man. Spray paint.
Yeah.
I know. It rains and it'll look worse.
Were you going to say something earlier, Hillary?
About something for bookings. I did just little boxes with a slip of paper inside that said something that I was willing to get or to give for a booking. So I had I'll do 3 or 5 little boxes, and have a little thing that says book a party, pick a prize. And so they can pick a box and, whatever it says in that box is what they get, but they get it at with their party.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's a good idea. It's something easy.
Yeah. Actually, it was just these origami boxes.
Oh, that works.
But once you figure it out, it's pretty easy to make.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's
I've
cute.
done that before.
And I know you can buy little tiny purses on some website because Eva gets them for her parties and they're super cute. And she plays a booking game with the little purses, so that would even be cute for a vendor event. Book a party first.
Do you guys then order the product that was in the box at the show, or do you already have it?
For me,
It depends. Yeah, either one.
I usually give away stuff that I currently have that maybe I couldn't sell as cash and carry, or like extra specials that I had in the past. So like, for example, right now I have a towel organizing tote from January that I paid $10 for. So I would give that away because it was $10. And I would probably buy mini storage bins this month and give away one of those, something like that. So I usually don't buy it like full price. I get it with Hostess credit or a special or something that I have in my stash that I earned that I don't like or something like that.
An easy game, whether it's inside or out. I'll post some pictures on the team page, but like this one, if you can kind of see it, it's a $1 spinner. It's a flower spinner that you stick in your garden. Just get a little Terra pot, put some rocks in it, put numbers on this, and glue an arrow on it. Can you kind of see it there?
Yeah.
And just have them spin it. And it's a cute idea. And you can put other ones underneath it, some smaller ones maybe you could find any. And it works indoor, outdoor. So, and your thing's not going to blow away because it's in a pot of rocks. And I would go with like little river rocks or something like that, something pretty. But anyway, it's just an easy, quick game. Kids can come and spin it if they want to. But I wouldn't give them like your adult prizes, but give them like the Dum Dum lollipops, or if their mom or dad says it's okay, or I wouldn't give Hershey Kisses or anything like that because they're expensive. Go with something cheaper, or like you said, little coloring books. Go to the Dollar Tree, something like that. It doesn't have to be just something real big.
You can even have the kids' prizes be those little goodie bags that you make up.
Mm-hmm. I'm Googling more stuff. I'll try to find some more. I've seen people do on their like a display board, like those 3 trifold things, taking party cups and covering them with tissue paper so they have to punch a hole like on the Price is Right, and then they pull the prize out of the center. And then that way you can just kind of replace the cup. You can use like double-sided tape. You can use Velcro. Velcro probably might be easier. I'm trying to think what else. That way you can replace cup easy. They can do all kinds of stuff. Just Google it. Look, Google images, and you'll get tons of booking games. I just do booking games for vendor shows. You'll get tons of stuff. Tons of ideas. Like I said, that flower thing is the cheapest thing I could think of or find, and it is pretty. It's like, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. And it's at kid level too. You can put one a little higher.
Yeah.
For adults or something.
Do you have any more questions?
No.
Have you ever done I was like looking before this, like at different vendor shows in like Franklin County and Adams County and that kind of stuff. And the one thing was like a fundraiser. How would you go about doing like a vendor fundraiser?
There's
Well,
different ways for that.
Yeah, I was saying most times, if it's a fundraiser, the money that you pay to set up is what goes towards the cause.
Okay.
But if you set up, most times, as far as I know, you get to keep all of your profits.
Okay. I was kind of confused about that. So.
Because I've seen like benefit yard sales and stuff where it's like $25 a table to set up, and then that money goes towards the organization or whatever they're raising money for, but then whatever you sell, you get to keep that money.
Okay.
But I would just double check with whoever
Yeah.
the contact is. If you do have cash and carry to sell, I find that if I put if I separate like the higher priced items and the lower priced items, like put a $20 and under bin, people love digging through that stuff to find their
Mhm.
bargains. And so you can just even get like a Your Way cube and put all of your little things like your mini zipper pouches and
Mhm.
whatever's under $20 or $25 and under or $31 and under, and then have a larger one for like large utility totes and things like that.
Mhm.
And then display all of your pretty current stuff.
Mhm.
And
if you
definitely
do-
display Hostess exclusives if you have.
Absolutely. If you have cash and carry, I use it called Square. There is a small little fee for when you swipe a card. It's like a 0.1% or something like that. You have to pay. That way, like if someone play their debit card, because the other vendor shows you only bring so much cash because you want a budget. Well, then you come across a 31 stand, you can have a budget. So I use Square, and I'll use it with it plugs into my iPad. You plug it straight into your phone. Android or iPhone works just fine, and then it goes right into your account. It doesn't cost you anything. Just look it up. They send you a little swipe thing. You just pop it right in, and it just goes right in. It's a free sign up. It doesn't cost anything. And if they order a current product, I would just bring up your 31 today if you can on your phone and your app or iPad or whatever you have. And then that way they can see the personalization, they can see different changes, and like you can ultimately help them to your full extent.
So you don't charge your customer that percentage? You yourself pay that percentage? with
Yeah.
Square? Okay.
Because I charge them tax, and they can't charge shipping because, of course, it's already there. Or you could do a cash and carry fee and say it's just 0.2% or whatever, and have that plugged into the Squares. That way you're not losing any. But with the cash and carry, you're usually just taking whatever you're going to get for it anyways. It's really not like a phenomenal fee or anything. It's extremely small.
Okay. And like
Actually, no,
whenever
Go ahead, Brenda.
I'm gonna probably just take like one long table, and so should I just take everything that I have that's current and that's it? Should I like have other things under my table in case they want to see it? Like I'm just worried. I did just order. I had a show and I just ordered a ton of new products, and I got 2 exclusives that I'll have there. But I'm just like, I always get nervous of how much stuff to take to places.
What I do is I have every item I own in 2 perfectly fit organizers. They're the one like things that would slide underneath your bed that we had a while ago. And it fits in 1 deluxe tote. So I carry in 1 tote and I have everything. Now I do have 1 cash and carry bin, and it's an older big style like under the bed storage type, but it's a 31 product, and I just have it underneath my bed, underneath my table. That way that if it's I really want to compare this, okay. And then like if you're doing it for a daycare, have your like the main things out. Wallets are always a big thing. People always want to see the wallets, and you want to see all of them compared together. Your cinch sacks, the little backpacks, things the kids would use, large utility tote, your exclusives, like gear it to your own. Or just like it, and then just hide everything else underneath the table.
Okay.
And I wouldn't hide anything unless you have no room for it. If they allow you, I've set out bins out front of my table on the floor with my cash and carry items in it, and then they can dig through that. But then my current stuff is displayed on my table.
Okay.
And so if they allow you to, I would prefer to have it out where people can see it than to have it underneath my table.
Yeah. So do you guys set things up like, or do you guys have like what do you put on your tables to like stack your things up? Because I don't have anything like that, and I don't want to just like lay things on the table. Like I want it to be.
Do you have any crates or anything like that?
I could probably find some.
That's what
Brenda, I'll tell you what I did. I just took boxes that I had laying around and I wrapped them in like wrapping paper.
Yeah.
So like I have a black tablecloth and I just used black wrapping paper because it makes it just kind of hide itself.
Yeah.
And that gives me height to put stuff up on those wrapped boxes.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
super cheap. You don't have to get anything special, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, that's an idea
That's a
how
good
to
idea.
create
Probably
hype.
cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
For that nerve, you
Because
have
I already had the shipping box from 31.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can even get hot pink wrapping paper. That would make it pop.
Yeah, if you have Tupperware containers, you can put the Tupperware container under your tablecloth, put a weight on top of it so it stays in place. Sorry, Presley is a mommy's girl. Especially at nighttime. Marcia.
You could even do, I've gotten like, if I had fabric pieces that were smaller and I would drape it over things, like over products, like a Tupperware bowl or a box or whatever, just to kind
Okay.
of give it some decoration. But people are going to see your products more than your decor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I always lay out on the table the monthly special flyer, a couple full-size catalogs, a couple pens, and then if you have a candy bowl or whatever like that. But for March, I would take all of the purses that you have that are on special, all of the stuff that's on special, whatever you have, I would definitely display all of that.
Okay.
And you could even put like little signs by each one, half price this month with a $35 purchase, half price this month with a $35 purchase. To kind of pique their interest, be like, oh my word, that bag is half price this month, you know?
Can you make sure cash is in bed?
So since it's like the end of March, should I have maybe, I don't know what April's specials are, but should I have April's there too? I know because it's like March 25th. So it's like right at the end of the month. So I wasn't sure. I mean, do you know what April's specials are?
I do, but I'm not allowed to say.
Well, they're
Okay.
on
So,
TOT.
I was gonna say, I know what they are.
Is it
Yeah,
on
it's-
TOT?
It's on
Yeah, they're
TOT.
on TOT.
Yeah.
Somebody
When did
had
that
them
go up? I
posted in
missed
our
it.
2K group.
Renee's going to go check before she tells.
No, I missed that. It was up. Okay, it's a stand tall bin, and the soft utility tote on half is for $15. I think, is that right?
I think so.
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
All right. So
You guys
should,
need to post this on our team page when it goes live because I don't check announcements because I hear them before you guys.
I
So
saw
should
it on my 2K group, and then I went on TOT and saw it too. So,
Post it on our team page, Casey.
okay.
What were you gonna say, Brenda?
I was just going to say, should I just maybe make those more of a big deal than March's?
I don't know because maybe I would display like I would have it flipped up for April's hostess special,
Okay.
but I would advertise March's customer special. Because
Okay.
you're trying to get orders at the vendor show for like right then, so that way you can submit them. I mean, you can submit them as soon as it's over, but you're trying to also get future bookings. So you want to entice them with
Okay.
what the April hostess special is. Which, by the way, what is it, guys? Did you
March?
see that for April?
Oh,
Can you just tell us? The salmon and the soft
The hostess, right?
I think it
I'm
was
gonna look it up.
a Zout and a Ruby Mini and something else.
Oh yeah, it's a Zout bundle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see the hostess special, or I didn't know about that one yet. So that's what I would display for that.
Okay.
We have 4 minutes left till we get cut off. Is there anything else you guys want to chat about before we left? Other than vendor shows? It could be anything. Or anything you're excited about this week. What are you excited about this week? Nothing?
I'm just excited to get my crossbody in teal.
I'm jealous. I didn't get that one in teal because I wanted something in that like white with the black like lines, and so I was like, okay, I'll order it in that. But yesterday I had a hostess who ordered a large utility tote in the Dancing Diamonds, and I actually have one here that I don't know that I'm going to use because I got the starfish and a teal one. And so I was like, and I actually went to a party, so I had enough for like $54 in hostess credits, and I was like, I'm going to get that around town tote in that beautiful mint color oatmeal R, so I ordered it. Yay!
I have a question. So I have a party March 9th, and she just got her stuff today. And she told me, like, over the phone what she wanted to order as her hostess special or her hostess credit. And I entered it in as like I was doing it, and I didn't write it down because sometimes I'm an idiot. And she got it today, and she's like, I ordered the one thing in a different print. So I went into TOT and I was doing like an exchange, and it said that I don't have to ship the other one back.
Okay. So that just means
And I don't know why.
What was the product?
It was a Swap It pocket.
Okay. So unless it's a really expensive item, they haven't been asking for them back because it actually incurs so much shipping costs for them. So they didn't let you keep it.
Okay.
But what they encourage you to do is they don't want you to resell that product since you got it for free, basically. So you could use that for a giveaway.
Okay. I was going to say, should I just let her keep it? And
No,
then
I don't ever let the host
I
keep
wouldn't.
it.
Okay.
Because if they catch on that they get to keep something that they exchanged, they're going to keep doing it. And so
Okay.
no matter if I had a customer actually from Colorado, and I just paid for her to ship me her product because I don't want her to keep it.
I was going to say, she's like in Lancaster, and so that was like my main thing, like, but I can have her ship it down here.
And then I would just send her a check or PayPal her or something for whatever
Yeah.
the shipping cost is.
She
I
doesn't
thought
have
that
internet,
31's
so.
going to start asking for the shipping costs now.
I heard they are going to do that only for orders that are for preference, not for if it was a zipper damaged or something like that. Only if someone got
Right.
something they didn't like the color.
Okay.
I think that's
All right,
starting
that's
March
what-
1st.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because my mom ordered some things and she's like, I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. And I'm like, well, you should order it now because you won't have to pay to exchange it.
Yeah.
But she will in March.
Yeah. 1 minute left. Any last words?
I think so.
Vendor shows are fun. You make them whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. This was fun. We'll do it again in 2 weeks. Mark it on your
Okay.
calendars.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Bye.